Good morning, 10:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, December 29th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So this morning, I'm not in the best of moods, kind of a sad mood to be honest. And when you guys take care of animals, please respect them. At least do me that. Don't mistreat them. Don't treat them like they're pieces of crap. I don't care what kind of animal it is. There was a destitute cat that clearly the apartments across the street had gotten rid of, an orange kitty I've talked about a lot. It was on its deathbed. Took about 2 months to nurse it back to health. It's been in my yard now for about 4 months, 5 months, maybe even 6 now. I built it houses in the backyard, put waterproof stuff back there, winterproof, so that it could sit under it without getting wet or snowed on. Well, unfortunately, I woke up this morning and got Julie's sister emailed her or sent her a message, and she was driving to work, just happened to be going by her house, and she said, "I think your cat passed away, the one that you've been taking care of." So I walked down to the road, and somebody hit the cat, left it in the road, because it always goes across the street to those apartments. I think that's where they got let from, and somebody abused it from there and then put it out, just kicked it out. But cats try to go home, so the cat always went back across the road. Unfortunately, somebody splattered it to the road sometime in the early morning hours. Didn't have any consideration, just left it there and just drove away, which typical out of people. But it is what it is. So if you're in my comments and you're playing the victim, you have no right to play the victim. Play the winner. Stop being a baby. Stop complaining. We have an agenda here, and our agenda is here to stay on target. We get all of the information on the charts from an educational standpoint, from a standpoint of seeing the pattern formations, from the news and price action alike, so that we don't have to play the victim, we play the winner. And let's take this as such. I don't make predictions. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you when to buy and sell. However, I will show you when I make my decisions. I do FOMO Fridays, winning Wednesdays when the time's warranted. We bought a multitude of 15 to 16 different ISO and IoT tokens, Internet of Things, and ones that are ISO 20022 compliant. So save it in the comments if you say that we're losers for just owning XRP. But I do thank you for commenting, so continue to bash me because it does help through the analytics. But other than that, that's how my morning started. So XRP right now is down 2.01%. No surprise here unless you're not paying attention. We've talked the multitude of days of how we needed to clear out the RSI before making a return rally for resistance. We took the bearish route like I talked about the last couple days. We're going to go up to 65 cents or 65.3 and get rejected and come right back down. Exactly what's happened. You cannot trick whether or not you have enough buyers or sellers in hand. So basically what I was trying to explain to everybody yesterday, if you took the time to watch the lives, a lot of people don't, but some do, is I tried to explain when it comes to the RSI, it's like having a credit card with a $1,000 credit limit. When this gets way up to the top like it was just on Wednesday, and even Thursday, which was yesterday, when that gets way up top there, it's heading towards a rejection at major resistance because you're becoming overbought. That's like having a credit card. You have $1,000 on it, and you have to overextend yourself. So maybe you get another credit card with a couple $100 so that you can you're overextended. Or it's like having 10 items for sale, and there's 12 people there. There's too many people there. You're overcrowded. There's not enough people to buy the stuff. Therefore, some people have to leave. Some people become sellers, and there's not enough buyers in advance. That's what's happening. Conversely, if you're oversold with the relative strength index, which is all the RSI is, it's the relative strength index. If you are oversold, that means you could have 10 items. You've got 2 people coming to buy. No problem. You've still got a mirage of items. You get 5 people that rush it, and you're fine. You've still got buyers. You've got sellers, and there's more people to buy, so it doesn't matter. Your inventory's looking fantastic. You've got a nice dispersion of buyers and sellers. Even if you get a rush of buyers, you're fine. Right now, though, it was not that. We didn't have as many buyers coming in, and we only had items to sell. Well, unfortunately, the items to sell were not as many as the people that were buying. So therefore, we're overbought. We need to go back into an oversold area so that it's more comfortable for buyers to come back in and be able to push this product. Otherwise, the product's over pushed. Everybody's already got the interest that wants it. And other than that, once the price starts going down, they're not married to it, so they cut ties. That is how you need to look at the RSI. I get a lot of people that talk a lot of smack. Well, you know what? If it helps you, I encourage you to continue talking smack because it does help push us through the analytics. Otherwise, educate yourself. There's nothing worse than somebody looking like a tool and doesn't even do their own due diligence to understand what they're talking about. In this community, we put a lot of work in. And yes, I'm being very blunt this morning, but that's because I'm sad. So that's how it is. XRP right now is in this broadening wedge. Within the bull flag, the bigger setup. It got rejected here at this. No surprise here that it was rejected, by the way, at 637. It actually came all the way up to that almost 66 cents. It came up to 658. But you can see all it did was get rejected by the rising channel resistance, snuck its head over a little bit and got beat back down. Not the proper support. Now, again, we're faced with the same thing I talked about a couple days ago. Remember, when we discovered this little bull flag within a bear flag, and I said, if this plays up, you're going for rejection. If it plays down, you're going for support and breaking out. Unfortunately, we took the rejection route. Now, in order to clear this out, we're probably going to have to come all the way back down here to try to clear this out again. Rejection. Could one say that's a double top so that it can come back down and consolidate? That's what we're waiting on this morning. That's a long leg doji, more than likely formed right now. So it's very volatile in this range. But at some point, this is going to spike up. And let me just tell you, if this spikes up now and breaks this broadening wedge resistance, that's not a problem. It's going to keep going. It's just going to get smacked here. And then it's going to have to retrace all the way back down more than likely. I've seen this a billion times and then some. So if it doesn't have the relative strength index cleared out, there's not going to be enough buyers when we get to that overwhelming resistance. Just like right now, overwhelming resistance at the rising channel resistance, which we've not been able to bust and hold since June of 2022. So that's where we're at this morning. I would love to see it kick back down, clear out the relative strength of XRP, get back down to either that 618 or more preferably, breach with a wick, that bull flag, and come right down to the broadening wedge at 598. That is what I'm rooting for. Some people say, well, you're a piece of shit, Tom, because you don't like XRP. It couldn't be farther from the truth. I may be a piece of shit, but it's not because I don't like XRP, if that's how you feel about me. I love XRP. I flaunt XRP. I expose the truth about XRP, which makes the XRP community very, very uneasy. You should be very, very appreciative that there's one person that comes here and doesn't give a flying fuck what the rest of the YouTubers say. I only care about giving you the truth. I only care about telling you what's going to happen next when it comes into the proportion of a pattern formation. And that doesn't mean I'm only going to give you one target. I'm going to give you the breakout target if it does end up breaking a formation of a bull flag that it's been in since October of 23. I'm going to show you the target. We've also been in a much larger formation that started in January of 2018, 6 years ago. And that would be the pattern rejection. There's the 65 and some change that we got rejected on several times here, but that's portrayed in the other pattern. That started in June of 2022. So when everybody says, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? You tell me which pattern does it play and how quickly does it do it. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate what I do, please make sure to hit that like button as it will greatly help us push through the analytics. Make sure you share this on social media, as this has been a spicy meatball this morning with a little more swearing than normal. But it is what it is. If you appreciate what I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we did go over 19,500 subscribers yesterday. I was very happy about that, but today it doesn't seem so important. It's still important to me, but the loss of life is more important, and that kitty meant a lot to me because I was taking good care of it because I felt really bad for it. And it did not get what it deserved. Not today. So be kind to the animals. Understand that they're here for a reason. They don't want to be out in the cold. They don't want to be mistreated, just like you don't want to be mistreated. I always tell everybody the biggest indictment on humanity is the way we treat each other. We don't do a very good job at treating each other with respect, with dignity, with loyalty, with understanding. We simply don't. This community does a better job than most, but we still have a long ways to go because we have a lot of hate over love. We have a lot of darkness over the light, but we are certainly doing a great job in 23 to shift that momentum. I would say this community is about 75% on the right track, 25%, the obtuse jackasses that want to come in here and try to bother everybody. But really, I have a lot of fun with it now because I get to use them in my rants. But other than that, have a blessed morning, everybody.